Alright, we're gonna have another orchestra vlog because it seems like the only times I get out of the house are for orchestra. So yeah, today's Saturday and we're actually at a different orchestra than we usually are. So this isn't the high school one, this is like an extra curricular. So yeah, let's get going. Yeah, I'm a vlogger, so yeah, just gotta get some footage. Yeah, so in this orchestra, I'm actually one of the oldest kids here, so I gotta be a big boy and be a role model, which, you know, I'm really good at because I have practice from 8th grade web leading. So yeah, I'll be okay. So this is actually my second time here because I used to be at a different orchestra, but that one went bankrupt, so they actually transferred us all the way over here. So pretty interesting, huh? We've caught a wild cello in his natural environment, the symphony orchestra. Look at the way his hands majestically move across the fingerboard and the bow. It's truly beautiful how amazing this boy is. Oh, he's so elegant. And the conductor arrives. And now we see the beautiful cellos from the front view. Oh, his majesticness. Alright, we just got back from orchestra, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and film the update part of this video now. Okay. Updates. Let's do this. Alright. What has happened in the last 4 or 5 months? Let's see. Well, actually, it's really just been 2 things. College applications all the way up until like December, or actually all the way up until January 15th. So pretty much the entire time has just been spent on college applications. And then after that, it's just some AP classes. So, or AP course, AP. Let me just show you. AP books, because, you know, I don't actually take the class, I just take the exam. So yeah, that's actually been pretty much it. So those 2 things have taken up almost all my time, along with procrastination, of course. Yeah, so that's been all the updates, and of course there's many more things that I probably haven't touched on, like 90% of the stuff I haven't, because, you know, it's hard to look at your life. So if you guys leave any questions down in the comments below, I will answer all of them. So just like, I don't know, try to think of something that you want to know about what has happened in my life for the last 5 months. Okay, so outside of that, I also have something pretty special. I'm gonna be getting a camera in 4 or 5 days, and it's like one of those really expensive ones. Like I think it's like $400 or something. So I'm really trying to step up like the content and the quality of these videos. So I'm gonna show you guys like what I've been thinking about so far, and I hope you guys can give me some suggestions as well. All right, let's figure it out. Let me show you. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into the main meat of today's video. Here are my hands. Got him. Anyway, On a side note, I also just realized that I look like Filthy Frank with that shirt on. If you don't know who Filthy Frank is, please do not search him up for your mental health. Okay, anyway, let's get into it now. So, the title of today's video, complexities of a YouTube video. What does that mean? What does that mean? Today, I'll explain. It is what separates good videos and bad videos. I don't know why this is the symbol for bad, but good videos and bad videos. Now, I'm not talking about production quality or anything like that. So like audio issues, lighting issues, video quality, nothing like that. I'm talking about content only, pure content. So what makes good content and what makes bad content? Well, it really comes down to these 4 things. The goal, of course, today is to figure out what kind of content Footstep should make. And what I'm thinking is we need to invent a new type of style. And this is really, really difficult. Like, this isn't something that's easy to do. So I'm gonna need your guys' help too. This is why I'm sharing it with all you guys. So to explain exactly what I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and insert this clip from Casey Knight.
So I went to Belgium in 2015. This is a month before I started vlogging. And I wanted to test out one thing. What would happen if I sort of vlogged about my trip, but instead of talking into a camera, I used really precise cinematography? What would happen? Movie-like cinematography, but it was just me going about my daily life, going into my hotel room, coming out of my hotel room.
So in other words, Casey Neistat invented a whole new genre of videos. And that's what we're trying to do. So what are the 4 things that really make a YouTube video good or bad? Well, I think anyway, they come down to these 4 things. So value, sustainability, entertainment, and personality. Okay, so let me explain what each of these mean. Alright, so first comes value, valuable, and personality. So value is defined as watching the video and then actually becoming a slightly different person afterwards. In other words, it impacted you for the good somehow, some way. Whether that be teaching you something new, or making you laugh, or looking at the world a different way, it doesn't matter. That is what value is defined as. And then personal is this like another word for unique. So like it's something that nobody else is doing yet. So something that you have that nobody else has. It's like a niche. So the problem is value and personality actually kind of they tug against each other. In other words, the more value you have, usually the less unique you have. And why is that? Well, I mean, the audience you have to assume is a mass audience, so like a bunch of people ranging from children to adults. And so the more personal something is, by definition, that means the less it applies to others. On the other hand, making yourself impersonal makes it easy to apply to everybody. That's why bureaucracies, like, for example, taxes is really impersonal, is because they want to make it valuable to everybody. So here are our 2 graphs. You see the more valuable something is, the less personal it is. And the more personal something is, the less valuable it is. So you will see here that I actually have 3 different lines. Here, let me explain what that means. So the lines that have a higher starting point, that's called a y-intercept. The ones with a higher y-intercept or a constant actually are able to do more than the ones with a lower y-intercept. In other words, the better your video is, the more valuable and the more personal it is. So, like for example, if you're really good at making videos, you can make it more personal than somebody who is maybe just starting out. And that person who's just starting out might be better than maybe somebody who's never seen a video before. So my point is, the more experience you have, the more you can move this y-intercept up, and the more you can get at both of these qualities. So of course you can also make compromises and do a little bit of both, which is what this thing here represents. Okay, the other 2, entertainment and sustainability. I'll touch on both of these. So entertainment, this is, in other words, how much attention that you can grab. So if you're really boring, nobody's going to watch your video, no matter how valuable or personal it is. You have to be interesting, I guess. Here's the problem. I think anyway, a big way of how people grab interest is doing something that you don't see every day. You see something unique, or unrealistic. So the reason why everybody on Instagram tries to be ideal is because that's not what the real world is like. So that's how you get attention. You be unrealistic, or you do stupid stuff. So yeah, Okay, unrealistic. But here's on the opposite scale, the sustainability. So what does this mean? What is this? This guy, he is going across a balance beam and there are the flames of not posting underneath him. In other words, if he loses his balance, he's not going to post for the day or for the week or for the month. Here's my point. Good YouTube channels will post like regularly and they will post with quality. So if you just like, if you don't follow a good schedule, like nobody's gonna know when you post and nobody's gonna watch your channel. You have to keep it sustainable. So you have to post like whatever your schedule is. As well as that, you also have to keep it around one topic so people know what they're watching. And here's the problem with sustainability. Sustainability have to be realistic. So the more realistic a video is, or the more boring it is, the easier it is to make. So these two also fight against each other, just like how valuable and personal fight against each other. And once again, these constants represent the more experience you have. So what does that lead us to? And that leads us to the cesspool that is YouTube. Okay. So we got our 4 values here, and in this box are all the different styles of videos that have been made. Here's the question. Do you see this dot right here? That says footside. Where do we stand among all of these? That's the question. And goodbye.